I would have went for broke if that would have made you happy. But
I wouldn't have, because I don't like.
But yeah, that's probably not.
So I wanted.
Forks.
I'll get the forks.
Oh, okay.
I wanted this video to be about 1 year being married.
1 year married life.
So this cake is looking.
Scrumdiddlyumptious.
No, it's looking real suspicious. All we
What's a
did.
year later?
All we did was we just wrapped it up in saran wrap a few times, and it's been frozen for 1 whole year. What kind of cake is this again? Vanilla.
Yeah, it's vanilla, but it's a special kind of cake that you wanted.
I think it was just vanilla.
So it's called vanilla.
Cause you had a groom cake that was something else. Ooh, this looks nasty. Okay, so this isn't icing. This is the actual flour. I thought this was ice cream. Okay, so yeah, this is like a fake flower that was supposed to be purple, but it somehow got a little black. This is fake. We definitely should have took this off a year ago.
It'll be okay.
This looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It was a semi-naked cake.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah, semi-naked. It smells good. Smell it.
Yeah, it still smells good. It smells like it did on the wedding day. So, any fellas, guys out there, if you're watching this video, married life is definitely different than, like, even if you've been, like, me and my wife, we were together for like 8 years before we got married. So we pretty much knew everything about each other, or thought we knew everything about each other.
I think like 7 years.
Yeah.
7 years.
7 years. But like we hadn't really lived together yet, Being married, it's number one, it's all about walking by faith, because each day it's gonna be things that happen, and you may you may look at yourself and be like, you feel like you're really doing good, and then you have like a minor setback or something. And so each day, like, we grew together. Like, I remember times like after we first got married, my wife, she's like real adamant about like keeping the house clean. And so for me, that was like, we had never like just kind of just lived together before, so for me that was an adjustment, just like knowing that I had to do certain things around the house, and in addition to just doing all my responsibilities as the man of the house. And so it's just one of those things, like, you grow each day, and you kind of walk by faith, and you grow together. So don't beat yourself up if you have like a bad day. Don't take that as oh, I'm not being a good husband. Take that as, okay, that's the evidence I need to, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So you want to live your life according to that. Like, you want to kind of grow each day, and just kind of just use Jesus as a model. It's the only perfect model you had to kind of live by. Christ. As a man, you're supposed to love your wives as Christ loved the church and gave his life. So that's the same way you gotta approach it.
Yeah, I would say that is so true, like, because nobody tells you how hard it is to be married, and nobody tells you like what you need to prepare for the most part. So it's hard dealing with it, and every marriage is different, so you gotta just do what works for you. Don't try to mimic what you've seen or what you haven't seen, because my mother and father were separated, were divorced most of my life, and his parents were not divorced. I grew up with a single mom, so I didn't really know what it was like. I never seen what it was like to be a wife. I made a lot of mistakes my first year, so I think that I'm going to just learn from them, and I'm glad that I have a husband that's very forgiving.
You're forgiving too. I mean, I made mistakes too, you know.
He's
We're not
more
perfect.
forgiving, so
You know, we all fall
My head looks
short.
so
I
big.
fall short, so.
my head looks big. So let's eat this cake. This is what it's looking like. It honestly looks like exactly kind of how it did a year ago, except for the icing. The icing looks like very separated, but let's eat it. Are we gonna do the crossing arms thing that we did when we got married?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, you got a big piece. It tastes the
It tastes
same.
the same.
It tastes the same.
It tastes the same.
The only thing that tastes off is the icing, but the cake tastes the same. The icing tastes like a little old,
It tastes the same.
but the cake is the same. We got this cake from a local bakery. It wasn't a wedding cake store, it was a local bakery.
And like, I don't know if I said this, guys out there, you know, and ladies, you know, you gotta be fully invested. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm eating this cake like
Spiritually,
it's good. This cake is good.
you know, it's better to, you know, be patient and like just look to God for guidance. Like, we had a lot of guidance, you know, between family and like, you know, people that we knew in our community, and you know, that definitely helped us. That solid foundation is what's important. Like we were talking about today, like a cord of 3, you know, is not easily broken. So, you know, it's you and your spouse. And when I say 3, the cord that's holding you guys all in the middle, that's Jesus Christ. So you gotta have God, you know, in the center of your relationship. That's like that foundation of your house. When your house is built, you want to make sure that that foundation is good. That way, when the storms come, when the rain comes, when, you know, hurricane, whatever it is.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
you
because
stay
there will
together.
come just like, you know, in the natural world, the storms and the rain and the earthquake and the hurricane and all that stuff comes. So it will come. So the only foundation that can withstand it all is Jesus Christ. Can I read
Yeah, you were
this?
gonna read it? Yeah.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 7. Starting at verse 7. Again I saw something meaningless under the sun. There was a man all alone. He had neither son nor brother. There was no end to his toil, yet his eyes were not content with his wealth. For whom am I toiling, he asked, and why am I depriving myself of enjoyment? This too is meaningless, a miserable business. 2 are better than 1. They have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Also, if 2 lie together, they will keep warm. How can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, 2 can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken.
So yeah, this is real talk, you know, real talk.
And now I have a weird aftertaste in my mouth. Do you have a weird aftertaste in your mouth?
No.
I mean, this cake is very moist, like it was the day that we got married. Isn't that strange? It's still moist.
It was quality.
She must have put a lot of butter in it.
Also, guys, when you get married, go for quality. Like, if you want your wedding to be a certain way, do everything that you want it to be that way. Like, do that. I mean, within reason.
But don't go into debt.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't
To
do
pay for it. Make sure that you have at least a few months savings and then save for your wedding. Because there's no point in getting married and then being broke, because that's not a good foundation either.
Yeah, I would agree. I would second that. Yeah, I don't know. I would have went for broke if that would have made you happy. But
I wouldn't have, because I don't like
but
being
yeah, that's
broke.
probably not. That's you want to go into your marriage like financially stable and
And we got married during COVID time, so it was pretty affordable. We didn't have a lot of people. Let's see.
I'm still eating mine.
Yeah, we tore it up. It was really good, actually. We're probably gonna throw the rest away, but
we're not gonna throw it away.
you
I
gonna
can-
eat all of this?
Over the next couple of days, yeah.
I'm not. I'm done. That's all I needed was that one slice. Cause I got a weird aftertaste. All right, that's everything. I guess if I post this video, you need to go to his YouTube channel, The Real Ponton, Ponton.
I wasn't gonna throw that out there, but yeah, I'm a rapper, so
The Real Ponton is a real good rapper.
I'm the realest, one of the realest rappers out there. I try to keep it real, so we need more real rappers out there that are just gonna be honest. All right.
Thanks for watching, and see you next time.
You're supposed to say peace.
Peace.
You always say peace in your
Peace.
peace.